Relax, my viewers. Welcome to Super T Reader Tarot and Sage Advice. Something's on my mind, something's on my mind. Are you ready for me to express it? I see the King of Hearts. Not the King of Cups, but the King of Hearts. And the playing cards. A really big version of the King of Hearts. And my people, I saw this the day before yesterday when I was trying to sleep. The King of Hearts kept coming to me. And it got right up in my face, like right up in my face as I was laying down. Like my third eye saw it first, and then it was pretty vivid because the King of Hearts is so red. It's kind of has the reddish color on the playing cards, and I could see it pretty vividly coming towards me. And I was wondering why it was there. So as I was resting the other night, I began to look up at the ceiling, and I really wasn't looking at the ceiling. I was looking through the ceiling spiritually, and I was looking up into the sky with my third eye. And I began to feel the energy of the King of Hearts. And I knew immediately it was for me, but it wasn't just for me, it was for my collective. It was also for my people. I knew right away. Sometimes, my viewers, you can feel the spirit of something. You know why it's there. It doesn't have to say that much to you. You feel the energy of it. You can feel what it's trying to say to you without using words. And I knew that it was there as a message of help, benevolence, kindness, love, a deep well of love, forgiveness. I felt forgiveness. It was love. It was forgiveness. It was, I understand. I kept hearing it. I kept hearing, I understand. I understand. I kept hearing that. So I knew what the King of Hearts was coming for. Because why didn't it just come as the King of Cups? The King of Cups is very common in the Tarot. We know that's a person's heart, their feelings. We know there's their emotions, it's their intuition. We know that that means it's a person who kind of knows what you're going to do before you're going to do it. Like a father who has eyes in the back of his head. That's the King of Cups. But this was not the King of Cups, it was the King of Hearts. Very, very, very clearly, my people, it was the King of Hearts. And he came to say, you have a need. There's something you want, but you don't ask for it. You dare not ask for it. It's almost like it didn't laugh, but it just kind of smiled and wanted to chuckle a little bit, like almost as if to say, that's ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. Why would you not ask? Why why don't they ask? And I began to speak back in my kind of like in my third eye where I could see the King of Hearts. I could see him. The big beautiful white card with the red heart, and the crown. You could see it. And so why don't you ask? Why aren't they asking? First you said, why don't you ask? And then you said, why are they asking? said, and then I almost wanted to say, my heart was speaking back to the King of Hearts. And I said, because I can't. Oh, I can't. It was disbelief. I had disbelief. It was a spiritual energy. It was like God or the universe sent me this big, beautiful, universal message for my people saying, why didn't you ask? Oh, I said, well, because, because I can't. We can't, you know. And then I just could hear, and why not? And then I said, because they don't believe. They don't really believe. Not really. They believe, but they don't really believe. It's like a fairy tale. No. Before I could say anything else, or before I could even think anything else, I could feel the words and the energy coming off of the King of Hearts, which I knew came from the universe as a message for my people to say, you can have what you want. And then it literally said, you can have whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. Anything. You can tell me anything. I'll make it happen. Don't you believe that? Why don't you believe that? And I just sat quietly. I literally could feel the collective of my people like an ocean. It was like an ocean of people. I could feel so many of you out there. I could feel your energy. It was a collective. It was on a collective level, my people. I could feel all of your energy say, I want it, but I don't think I could really have it. So why ask? And be disappointed. And then I heard the King of Hearts say, ask again. Tell him to ask again. Tell him, ask again. And then, listen, my people. Please listen, my people. This is the day before yesterday, I believe. It was so clear. It was so clear. My heart chakra begins to fill up just thinking about it. And I heard the King of Hearts, not the King of Cups, my people, the King of Hearts say, tell them to ask for a miracle. What? You want me to tell? You want to tell? You telling me? You want me to tell my people to ask for a miracle? Yes. Tell them to ask for a miracle and tell them to ask for whatever they want. And tell them to keep their heart open and expect it. Ask anything and your wish will be granted. But there's only one condition. And I said, what? And I just heard the energy around the King of Hearts speaking. I could feel it. And it said, they must believe. Okay. Okay. So that's why you didn't come as the King of Cups. Okay, that's why you came as the King of Hearts in the playing cards, because this is a heart issue. Okay, it's a heart issue, it's a matter of the heart. This card was so big. When I first laid down and I saw the King of Hearts in my third eye, it was huge. It was huge. And many of you might know I have a lot of playing cards. Um, so I have the really giant ones and the smaller ones. This King of Hearts was huge in my third eye. I was laying down when I saw it. I almost wanted to sit up and back up a little, back up a little bit, like with my eyes and blink and rub my eyes like, whoa, why are you going to get so close to my vision like that? Man, like all up in my grill? Goodness. And then he just said, ask, ask and believe. Tell them to ask and believe. You can have whatever you want. Ask and believe. So I sat there, and then I could feel all of a sudden the energy became more direct at me instead of the collective. It was directed right at me, and I could feel this little tunnel of energy directing right at my heart. It was directing it at me, and I felt and heard the King of Hearts say, "You must become the Queen of Hearts. Right now, you are the Queen of Wands, being the fire sign that you are. Many of you know that I am an Aries. So I am a Queen of Hearts. I am a Queen of Wands. I am a Queen of Wands at heart. She will do whatever she has to do to make things happen. Okay? The Queen of Wands will get down. She makes things happen. If you give her 10 things to do, she will do all 10 things to the best of her ability and dot her I's and cross her T's, and she'll do it. She will do everything she can to make things happen. And the King of Hearts said that's not what it requires right now. That's not required of you right now. That is not what I require of you at this time. Okay. So that's not required of me. What's required of you is to become the Queen of Hearts. Because you're going to match my energy. Because if you become the Queen of Hearts, then your heart is softened, your heart is open, and you are learning to trust. Not using your actions, not using your energy, not using what I mean by energy is me getting up and trying to make it happen in my own power. No, this spiritual energy says no. This is this is requiring you to become the Queen of Hearts. I need you to match my energy. You have to. This is a heart issue, not a mind issue, not an action issue. I want you to use your heart. When you trust me, because trust is a heart issue. It's a condition of the heart. That's why the King of Hearts came. My people have hearts that have been hurt. My people have hearts that have been closed. They are hurt, and they will not open it back until they know they will not be hurt again. They will not open it. My viewers out there, some of you out there, you will not open your heart again. Not doing it. I've been hurt too many times. I'm sick of it. I'm not going to get used, abused, mistreated, and thrown away like a dog this time. Not going to happen. So you put up walls, you put up boundaries, and you put up bars around your heart. And The Great Spirit, the energy that's behind the King of Hearts, that came to me said, I want you to trust me again. As I speak to you guys right now, the energy of, I see a big red heart. The energy of love is in the room, like right now. The energy of love. It's in the room despite everything that's happened to me, despite everything that's happened to you, despite everything that you've been through in life, everything that has challenged you and caused you to shut your heart off to the world, shut your heart off to love, shut your heart off to anything and everything that dare threaten you, okay? That dare attempt to hurt you. You have shut your heart off in an attempt to protect yourselves. And right now, I feel the energy of love. I feel the spirit of love really strong. It's very strong. It's in the room, and it's very strong. I feel the spirit of love very strong. It's nice. I want to stay in this energy. I feel the energy of love coming down all the way from the hemisphere, the stratosphere, the atmosphere, all those layers or whatever, right? I feel the energy of love coming down from the others, and it's love. It's just coming down through everything that we're going through on this earth. There is this energy that still is up there of love, and it's come down to say, I'm still here. I'm still here. You can still have love. You can still have happiness. You can still have what you want. It's still possible. Ask me for a miracle. Please, I want you to learn to trust again. I don't want you to close off your heart because of the circumstances that you have experienced. I feel the energy and the spirit of love that says, no, don't close your heart off because you'll miss it. You'll miss it. The energy of love is so big. It's so big. And it's here and it says, don't miss me. Don't miss me. Don't miss me. Don't miss me. You have to stay open. You have to stay open so that I can fill you up, so that I can, why am I hearing the word contain you? I don't know why it says, I don't know why it uses the word contain. Why are you using the word contain? Contain you so that I can contain you. Contain comes from the word container, and container is like a cup. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. That was very beautiful. That was very beautiful. And Great Spirits is just keep your heart open because I'm getting ready to bring you love like you've never experienced it on such almost like a nirvanic level, on an ecstatic level, like a nirvanic level. I'm getting ready to send love to you so strong and so big and so powerful that you'll never believe it. You'll never believe it. Never. You'll never believe it. It's it's unimaginable. It's otherworldly. And the reason why it's otherworldly is because it didn't come from this world. It's from the universe. It's going to drop down. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that. It's going to drop down from the clouds. It's going to cover you like a blanket. It's going to come down and descend. It's going to descend down over you, down, down, down like a cloud. It's going to be a cloud of love. It's going to be a cloud of love, and it's just going to cover you. And you're going to feel love. Even in these last days, when everything is so horrible, there's still going to be the energy of love. And it's going to be hard some days because you'll be challenged because there are so many other things that'll be around that want you to hate, that want you to be angry, that want you to be spiteful, that want you to be worrisome, that want you to be jealous, that want you to be stressed, that want you to be any other thing but in the spirit of love. I want you to be in the energy of love. Great Spirit is saying, I want you to be in the energy of love because the love that you are open to will be matched. If you can stay in the energy of love, I can meet that love with love. So stay in the energy, stay in that energy. Great Spirit says, stay in that energy as much as you possibly can. Is it going to be easy? It may not be. There are times when it'll be so easy, other times it may not be. Stay in the energy of love. Think about it. If something happens, start to think, I want to stay in the energy of love. I want to stay in the energy of love. It's not going to be easy. There are days where you feel like you will be tempted. You will be, you know, almost feeling like you're bothered or messed with your daily life and matters and situations and as you go on with your daily lives. But just remember, when it comes to mine, Great Spirit and the others and then the heaven says to tell you to say, I want to be in the energy of love. I want to be in the energy of love. I want it. If you want it, it's for you. Ask for it. You can ask for it and it will be granted upon you. For you, those of you that are looking for love, those of you that want love, those of you that need love. And I'm also hearing that if you need, the last thing I'm hearing is that if you need if you need a miracle of any kind, please ask while my heart is open to you and ready to listen to you. And I don't know why he's saying, wow, my heart is open to you. God's heart is always open to you. But it reminds me of a Bible scripture that says, seek me while I shall be found. Something like that. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Does that mean he won't be found someday? Please research that. Please study that, you that are watching, because it's important. It's a message that I need to get to you. And you to pay very good attention to that. Pay very much attention to this message. Stay in the energy of love. It will come to you. There's all kinds of things that are coming in the earth around people, but you will still be met with love. At a time when you're going to think it's impossible, your needs are going to be met. What you want is going to be met. You're still going to be loved, protected, and provided for, but you must stay in the energy of love. Meet the King of Hearts with the Queen of Hearts. Forgive, move on, and stay in the energy of love. It shall be well with you. It shall be well with you. It shall work for you. I'm hearing it will work for you. Petition me. Ask me for what you want. You can ask for anything. Some of you are going to ask for money. Some of you are going to ask for a house. Some of you are going to ask for maybe even a car. Some of you, I'm feeling like you're going to ask for money or a house. And many of you, I hear you're going to ask for love. You're going to ask for a man. You're going to ask for love. And when it comes to you, do not fret. Don't be afraid, but stay in the energy of love. And don't be surprised because it will arrive. It will come to you. The energy of love is lifting. The energy of love is lifting. It's dissipating. Like dissipating and going back up, 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 up. It's going back up. From whence it came. It's just going back up. It's just going back up. The energy of love is here for you. Ask for what you want. I saw the King of Hearts the day before yesterday. Really big. Then I saw it yesterday in a medium size. And then I think I saw it today Early this morning. I saw a little glimpse of it, a little bit smaller, kind of floating in the up in the universe. I kind of saw a smaller King of Hearts. I saw it 3 days in a row. It was really big, then smaller and smaller. It was as if the universe continued to berate me with this message until I delivered it. But each time the King of Hearts got smaller and smaller, as if to say, if you do not deliver this message, it will go away. Maybe even be delivered by someone else. But it will go away eventually if you do not deliver it. So when I began to shrink, the first time I saw it, I even almost doubted it a little. I doubted it a little bit. Like, what? I doubted it. And then I thought, oh, I have this message out. I've got to tell my viewers, my people. They must know. What's mine is yours. It says, what's mine is yours. If it's mine, it's yours. You can have it. My heart is open to you. I love you with all my heart, says the King of Hearts. Do you love me? And furthermore, do you trust me? If you do, prove it with your Queen of Hearts. Match my energy with the Queen of Hearts. If you're a male and you're watching this, you're asked to take the part of the Queen of Hearts and just touch. That means just get in contact, get in touch with your feminine side. Because you do have a male and feminine side, everybody does. Get in touch with your feminine side and allow yourself to be vulnerable. It just means for you just to allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable and allow spirit to connect with you and trust spirit and allow spirit to bring you what it is that you're asking for. It's not asking you to be feminine. It's just asking you to release anything. It could be your ego, just anything that could be getting in the way of what you want. Trust and believe that you'll have it because you will. You can ask anything. It's just you can ask me anything and I'll deliver it to you. Just stay in the atmosphere and the energy of trust and I will deliver it. Ask for a miracle and you shall receive it. I'm your host, Super T Reader. And don't forget, my viewers, to relax. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this message. I'll be back with more.